Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the main event with Kevin and Mia. This is episode number 8.
8.
I'm Kevin.
Oh, yeah, I'm Mia. I know who I am.
I know who I am. You don't tell me who I am. I know who I am. So, welcome everybody to the show. I'm hoping that everybody can hear us okay. We'll wait just a second. Make sure that we're not getting any hissing or humming or any bad sounds coming in with the feed. So I'll just keep talking until somebody says, yes, it sounds good. No, it doesn't sound good.
I don't care up my nose.
Oh. Okay. Hey, B. Hey, Terry. Hey, Jen Olson. Welcome to the show. I'm not sure. This is the first time I can recall seeing Jen Olson's name pop up. So, can you guys hear us all right?
And if you can't, try headphones.
Yes, if you cannot hear us, use headphones.
Especially if you're on like a phone. You're on a computer, you're good, I think. Sounds really staticky. Again, we had this issue. What'd you do this time?
I haven't changed anything.
A bit of a hissing.
Bit of a hissing.
You shut something off last time.
I have not changed any of the settings on this other than pulling. Okay, is that any better, Terry? Or B? Is that sounding any better? I hope. Getting real tired of messing with this thing. Are we still getting a hiss? There, how's that? Is that any better? Might just have a bad mic cable. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
So now we'll wait and we'll see if.
See, we don't know until we get on the air, and then we hear. We test it. We test it before. You know, he does stuff on it all the time, and just.
Oh, well, suppose it would help if I scroll down here.
Right.
In the comments, can hear you on the phone. Just a big. Of background noise.
Oh, it made it worse. Good going, Kevin.
Maybe it's something to do with that cable. Okay, if you get any improvement, let us know. I'm trying to get this taken care of so we're not eating up most of the show messing around with this dumb shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. Test it out. Well,
I don't know how else to do it without going live. We're gonna have to
go live and then just do it privately or something like we did before.
Maybe.
Did you know?
Okay, so.
I do know.
Let's see. Okay, is that any better now? Somebody? Anybody? Maybe?
Did you know?
Okay, we'll see. Well, we have 3 viewers. We're getting there.
You're getting there.
So, why can't this... It stopped for a second when you were messing with it.
I bet it's that cord that going into the computer. The one, that's when you were I think you're messing with it.
Okay.
Good Lord.
I know.
It's because we're trying to mix old
Maybe
technology.
It's this computer.
We're trying to mix old technology with new technology. And it's
look, my computer keeps...
not working.
My computer's messing up.
Click on the scrolly thingy.
I'm trying. I'm about ready to throw this frickin' mouse. Okay. No. Only here on the left side, not stereo. You're probably not going to get it in stereo, Dad, because, well...
He's mixing old with new technology.
Yeah, I'm about ready to take this whole gateway. Never again will I buy gateway computer.
You said that after the first gateway you bought, and then you bought another gateway.
Well, that was because that was the only choice I had at that time.
I will never buy a gateway. So the next time you buy a gateway, what am I allowed to do to you? Because that'll be the 3rd time that you bought a gateway.
It's only the 2nd gateway I've ever bought. You're wrong.
It'll be the 2nd time you said that you're never going to buy another gateway.
No, that'll probably be the gazillionth time that I've said I'll never buy a
So if you get a 3rd gateway and I hear it again,
Still static, but we
I
can definitely
officially
hear you.
get to hit you in the nuts with a soda bottle this time, not just the head.
You know what? You can hit me in the nuts with a computer. Okay, did that make any difference? Probably is the mic hookup thing. Don't know, but it's loud.
It's loud.
Okay, how's that? Is that any better? Of course, it gets louder when I move in like
It
that,
gets
too.
louder when I talk, too. I have a
Well,
big
that's because
mouth.
you got a big mouth. And so do I, so. It's okay now, don't know why. Boop.
We do that sometimes.
Okay, so, I'm going to just leave stuff alone.
Don't touch a thing.
I want to do one last check to make sure, can everybody hear us okay?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
How about that?
Can you hear me now?
Look, don't hit the mic, because that might create another
If I
technical...
touch the mic, then you get to yell at me. Every time we do this, don't touch the mic. I know. By now, what's the 8th episode? That do not touch the mic.
Don't bump into it.
I don't bump into it.
You almost-
I have
you were like,
never
that
bumped
close.
into
Anyway. Who's got your belly? Diddle diddle. Okay, so we've had a pretty interesting couple of weeks, have we not?
With what?
Life.
Oh.
First of all, I want to apologize for us not
Do we
going
have
live.
to?
Just listen. I want to apologize for us not going live last week. We had a whole shitstorm of stuff go on, and we just weren't able to make it to the interwebs. But we're here now, and that's what's important. I don't want to start the show off with my inspirational quote because, well, that should go to the end of the show. But part of my my entire inspirational quote today pertains to the last couple weeks, last couple days. So we'll save that for the end of the show. Anyway, it's been a rather rough past couple of weeks, but we've made it through, and here we are. So high five to us.
High five to us.
Woo.
And, we're still not smoking.
Still not smoking.
Still not smoking. I'll tell you, I've
It's
probably
been rough.
I've almost driven him to smoke. I would dare say, because hi Shannon, Hazen Taggett, new person.
Welcome, Hazen. Thanks for joining us.
Keith Johnson.
Yes,
Try without the
welcome,
mic
Keith.
cover.
Nah, it's got.
I think it's the cord.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a different
Yeah.
cable.
But anyways,
next
back
show.
to you've been 60 days, I think.
I'm trying to think.
We're gonna have to calculate. I have a counter on my computer, but it quits working every once in a while, and I know it was like June. It was like April 12th, I think, when we quit.
I'm actually at day 55.
55. Okay.
55.
So I'm 52. And to be all through that we both have been through, and just continue to not smoke, I'm telling you, it has not been easy. I swear it, and I probably have had more issues than he has, only because I'm dealing with more things, and I'm home with my mind all the time, and it's been one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Well, no, I won't say with the hardest thing, but it's right up there on my top 3, right up in the top 3 of the hardest things I've done. Quitting smoking and going through everything that we've gone through, and what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Hopefully, it hasn't killed us yet in a ways.
Or makes us insane,
Yeah, or make us kooky.
Hi, Trinity.
Oh, hi, Trinity. She misses us already, huh?
Her aim will get better.
Right. But no, we've both been not smoking still, so yay to us.
Yes. Good job.
Woot woot.
And that's the way. We'll keep it.
I only get a craving now when I'm really aggravated. I swear I can smell a cigarette from a mile away now. I swear I'm standing outside. Now, our driveway's quite a distance from the road, but it is a main road. And I swear that I smell cigarette smoke coming from the road. Either that or there's a neighbor, and the neighbors are quite far away, too. there's a neighbor standing outside smoking. So
Well,
thank you, Daddy.
Pretty sure
We love you too.
nobody
We're-
over there next door smokes, but
We're keeping on, keeping on.
right, keep on
I
keeping
don't know.
on.
I don't know God's good grace or what that's been keeping us keeping on, but you know, and I know, and everybody that's close to us knows that I've had my days where I don't know, just I don't know what it's good grace of God and the willpower and stubbornness, I guess, is the only thing that keeps me on this earth. But
Well, I think my stubbornness is what's really helping me with the quitting smoking because, like, I've had dreams, so many dreams of me starting smoking again.
see, I haven't had dreams.
And
about
I'm
smoking again.
kicking my ass in my dreams. I'm like, what are you, stupid?
I've had some pretty messed up dreams. Like a few days ago, he's telling me, he's like, you got to stop reading into your dreams. You got to stop reading into your dreams. The other night, I had a dream that it looked like a blimp. Now, a couple weeks ago, up here at the airport, there was a few like antique planes that came in and landed, and the older pilots talked about the antique planes and stuff, and we happened to in the far distance, we happened to see one of the planes take off. We could tell it was one of the planes. If we would have, by the time we come in the house to get the binoculars to see, which one it really was, it would have been gone. But I don't know if that influenced my dream, but I had a dream that like a big old blimp, like something you'd see on the cover, like a Led Zeppelin,
Like the Zeppelin.
Yeah, like the Zeppelin, yeah. Come and crashed right down in our backyard, and it was coming like down like towards us like a mudslide, and it like hit this certain part. This is how graphic my dreams have been. It hit this one part and flipped over, and then went over in another direction and missed us. It's like, yeah. And then I had a dream one night about pirates. We were on a pirate ship.
Arg.
And people were dressed up like pirates, and I got mad at somebody and left the ship, and I'm walking back the ship with Cousin Earl. If Cousin Earl is watching, you were in my dream.
That's it.
He
I'm
was a
walking the
pirate
plank.
too, and there was all these pretty fish just swimming in the low tide. It was just, I don't know if it's because of the quit smoking or what, but some weird. So if any of y'all smoke and you think about quitting, just know you're gonna have some pretty weird dreams.
That is very possible.
And
Very possible.
I stopped reading into those dreams because I just can't figure them out. They're just weird, and they're very graphic and vivid though.
And not everything's meant to be figured out.
No, but I'm that type of person though. I've got to figure everything out. That's like why I watch. I spend a lot of time watching TV because I really don't have much to do. If the weather's nice lately, I try to get outside, but even going outside, I have a tendency to overdo it. So I kind of try to ignore because I want to do, and there's stuff that I want to do, and I just want to do it. And
You want to do, but you should really
and my body right now is saying no, and I'm saying F you, and then my body says F you for the next week after I do it. So I watch a lot of TV and play a lot of games, but I watch a lot of like either nature shows, like weird earth stuff, like
weird shit that the earth does.
oh yeah, there's like one. Now this isn't even the show I was going to talk about today. It's a totally different show. But
Well, then maybe we should save that one for the next preview, or
no, I'll have something
Review.
else to talk about by then.
I'm sure.
I watch a lot of TV, guys. I know. But anyways, I'll tell you what to give you information what to watch on rainy days. Give you good stuff. Like I can't remember. Dear Lord, don't strike me, but I can't remember what the mountain was that supposedly that Noah's Ark landed into, or Moses or whatever. But anyways, the ship, they saw it up like from helicopters, and it looks like there's a shape of a ship that's starting to emerge from the top of that mountain. And the only ship that they can think of is
The Ark.
The Ark.
Yeah, but I thought they found. I thought there was. I saw something a while back, like a year or two, maybe it might have been 5 for all I can tell. My sense of time is shot. That they found Noah's Ark in the bottom of the ocean, or something.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know, but they're waiting to get some sort of. They're working on a better satellite technology right now, so they can view it from above and get a more layered and detailed look of the geography and stuff of it to see if that's really what it is. You know, I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't mean to dip into religion and stuff, but I'm gonna for a minute.
Very briefly.
Very briefly. That's where I've always felt that, yes, the Bible, some of the stuff in the Bible is real. Some of the stuff I think is just added mumbo-jumbo stuff. But that's where there's Scientology and then there's, you know, Christianity and religion. You know, I mean, I think that's where the two of them that we're going to find out eventually, they overlap each other. They're finding out. They actually are finding out. You know, as technology advances and we keep digging a little bit more, they're finding out that, you know, the Christianity and religion actually cross, you know, with Scientology. We're not getting any responses. Are we dead?
No.
Nobody's commenting.
Well, probably because we haven't hit anything interesting yet.
No. Everybody's quiet today.
So, hopefully everybody out there is doing good. So, I want to do a few shout-outs. But before I do any shout-outs, I want to make sure, is everybody still there? I noticed we've lost a few viewers, but I don't know if
scroll down.
we tanked out or what.
Oh, hi, Leanne. See, we're not...
Yeah, we're not seeing people showing up here, so...
yeah, I don't think we're reading people's...
I'm not quite sure what's going on, so I'm going to just go and see if there's anything different here. And we're going to just keep on keeping on.
Keep on, keep it on.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Kelly Nichols
Kelly,
is joining.
we got somebody new on here.
Welcome to the show, Kelly.
Kelly? No, Kelly's been here before, duh.
Yeah.
She's not past couple
Not,
times.
I won't say she's here every week. She might be.
She might be.
I don't catch her every week.
We have a few people that are every week.
and some people, they watch us every week. They just can't watch us live. And
right.
I've had those conversations.
Yeah, because
which actually leads me into my shout out.
Like I've said many times before. Like we see, oh, Vicky, hello, my sister.
Hello, my sister. Thank you for joining us.
We're all just listening. Maybe I'm actually talking about something interesting for once.
Well, and for those of you that have got websites that have things to promote, feel free to put your links in the comments. Go ahead and share away. We're all about doing that. We're about promoting other people, not just ourselves.
Definitely. If you have even any little shops that you do, like Etsy, or I know some people do sell stuff on Etsy. Some people make, jewelry. I mean, I don't want any Pampered Chef or LuLaRoe. I hope I don't get in trouble for mentioning those names, but I don't want anything like that. I get enough of that crap in my inbox.
I don't mind if you're a local seller
business,
of those things, then fine.
Promoting person, then yes. I just don't want none of that.
Like Terry MacGyver, he runs the
creative control,
which, by the way,
definitely.
I know I do it every week in the credits, but I again want to thank Terry MacGyver. Terry's the one that's responsible for this logo right here, and the other logo that's our, I think that's our cover photo or whatever. Terry also runs, and I'm sorry, Terry, don't get mad at me. I can't remember the name of the Facebook page, but I'm pretty sure it's Creative Control. So if you're somebody that is creative, go ahead and check out that page on
we missed our 420
Facebook.
Shout out. 421.
Oh well. Give me a minute.
Give me a minute, yeah. I'm always a minute late.
Give me a minute back.
Always a minute late.
There you go. Terry just posted the link to that.
Creative Control.
Which leads me into...
And I might not share everything, but I do see, and I see a lot. There's so many talented people out there, just so many, and they, it's a good way to promote people that, otherwise would get overlooked. I mean, Look at America Got Talent and stuff like that. I mean, all it takes is just that one person that's got that one connection or that one, sharing. Sharing is caring. I'm always saying sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Share, 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 share. I mean, I might not share everything I see, but I try to, I try to share things once in a while. And
well, and that's, I mean, I'm involved in so many different communities on Facebook. I was never, up until within the last year. Actually, I got to say, I never got involved with any of the Facebook groups or any of that stuff. I never got tied in with any of that until I started watching the Kitchen Killers.
Yeah.
And then I became a part of their group, and then they welcomed me with open arms, and it just went skyrocketed from there.
Right.
I am more of a social butterfly on Facebook now than I ever have been.
Social media, it sucks. It's a blessing and a curse, but social media is where it's at as far as promoting businesses now. You have to be linked up. Like, I'm not a big one with Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a little bit more familiar with Instagram and Twitter, but I mean, I really don't have that much to share, and when I do share, people get sick of hearing. But, eventually I'm going to need those outlets, because eventually I want to do stuff with my life. I mean, I know what keeps me really going is the fact that I know my story isn't over with yet, and I know I've got more fire in this heart than what I'm doing right now. And I know I want to do stuff, and I know I'm meant to do stuff, and that's what keeps me going, because you look out, world. Once I get healed and get better,
we're going to grab the world right by the ball sack, and we're going to run like hell.
Do you think I was going to punch you?
I wasn't sure.
Poor guy.
After that soda bottle incident that everybody seemed to love,
He is not abused. Seriously. I'm just watching the replays because we got a lag, and oh my God. He's not abused. I am not an abusive person. You can ask anybody.
No, not at all. See, this is why people come to watch us. Because they
to
love
watch us fight.
Not fight, but they laugh at us because we're funny as hell.
We think we are.
Well, if we weren't, we wouldn't have 5 viewers right now or more.
Go 5 viewers! We got dedication. There's more than 5 here.
I think know, so, but
Facebook lies.
Yes, Facebook is evil.
A liar.
Okay, so some shout-outs that I want to do.
We digressed.
Yeah, you did. First and foremost, I want to give a shout-out to Josh Bauer. He's not. We
have empty space, Josh.
Yes, and I've got to get in touch with him. We are in talks with Josh, which I'll touch on for upcoming sponsors. Josh has agreed to send us some of his artwork that we can hang in the back as a sponsorship, and I would be more than happy to hang his art. He is an unbelievable artist. And he just rocked. Oh, look at that. Terry's on top of it.
Oh, yeah. Josh did join. Josh! He's like, they're talking about me. I got to see what they're saying. Well, Josh is in the room. We got to shut up now.
Well, yeah, but I still want to talk smack about him.
Damn it, Josh, right. Leave.
I'm behind a keyboard. He can't hurt me.
Yeah, what are you going to do, cap lock his ass?
I do that all the time anyway. Again, shout out to Josh Bauer. Like I said, he's planning on sending us some of his unbelievable artwork so that we can hang it up in the backdrop so it's not so boring.
And they will be for sale.
Actually,
we want to talk to. Well, we got to talk to.
I want to talk to him.
We got to talk about that.
You pulled the trigger on that. A little too quick.
Sorry, I'm all. Never mind.
Back off the trigger finger.
Never mind. We've stayed here. I don't want to go there. No. So we're doing good.
Those of you who do not know who Josh Bauer is, he is an unbelievable artist located down in Florida. You can check out all of his stuff on Instagram at instagram.com. I think that's a / jbauerart, and that's JBAUERART, all one word. You can also find him. You can buy his artwork on jbauerartshop.com, and you can also find him on facebook.com / jbauerart. So
He
yeah,
does a lot of live feeds on, usually about on Thursdays he does the...
I don't know, he's been confusing the crap out of me because I've seen him pop up live on, like, he popped up live this morning.
He does a wrap-up type thing, and then he, throughout the...
Yes, his
he's been getting I want to say congrats to Josh, because you've been getting yourself a lot more promotion, a lot more live paintings. That gets you out there and gets people to see. And I think people really should see your art, because you are, I mean this, you are a really good artist, and... exposure. That's why I say sharing is caring. You've got to, share it, so it gets around and people know. I mean,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Another shout out I want to give is to Kitchen Killers. You can find them on facebook.com / Billy Floyd Music. You can also find them on kitchenkillers.com, and that is Kitchen Killaz, and that's KILLAZ.com. That's all one word. And they just come out with a YouTube channel. So go to youtube.com and just type in Kitchen Killaz. Again, that's KITCHENKILLAZ. And they should pop right up. Billy and Jay. They're a touring acoustic duo that travel the country crashing kitchens. And I'm sure that they can tell their story way better than I can, so I'll leave that for them to tell you. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm giving them a shout-out is because they've actually inspired me. Anyway, I won't speak on your behalf, but they inspired me to, A, get back behind my drums. I love their music. Their music is phenomenal. And they're just a couple of really kick-ass guys. And I can't say enough positive things about Billy and Jay. They're inspirational. Billy, usually in the mornings on his drive into work, he'll go live on Facebook and give inspirational talks to his audience.
Sometimes it's not what I want to hear, but it's what I needed to hear at that moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So big shout out to those guys. They've brought me out of my shell. Like I said, it wasn't until I started watching them that I actually became more active in the social media world.
The whole Kitchen Killers group as a whole, like even the ones that aren't directly involved with the Kitchen Killers, are all a bunch of very creative people.
They are. I've met more creative people through Kitchen Killers than I have in person in throughout my whole life.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big one. My daughter has brought me more into like the comic cons and stuff like that, and then and the Kitchen Killers group, Jay Bauer and GW and Deanna and all them, they brought me more into the comic con kind of group and the cosplaying and stuff like that. I knew it existed, but I've never been a big Marvel or comic book person. I mean, my comic books was like Heathcliff or Archie, ones like that. I did read and stuff, but I wasn't into, comic books. What I would say would be comic books. So they have definitely opened up my brain to other avenues.
Yep. I'm still not, I never thought of myself as a cosplayer, but apparently I am a cosplayer.
Yeah, you are.
Because I like to dress up like Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. So, yeah, I guess I am a cosplayer of sorts. And I'm okay with that. I'm totally
Nothing
okay
wrong with that.
If that's...
We have a very creative daughter. Eventually I'll be able to share some of her stuff, too, but... She's still in the shy stage of it, but she's a very good...
I would love to get her to come on the show and talk about her artwork, but she just won't do it.
No, she's too shy about it.
That's okay.
Eventually.
another shout out. The other night, I can't remember what we were doing. There was something going on the other day, and out of nowhere, Hanging with Web Show promoted our show. And I consider Garrett, Dina, and Sage, even though we've never met any of you in person, I still consider all of you to be our friends. And for you to just randomly do a shout out about our show on your page was awesome, and I want to thank you very much for that.
Yeah, that was very cool. Thank you guys very much.
And for those of you who don't know what Hangin' with Web Show is, you can go to hanginwithshow.com, and that's HANGIN withshow.com, and you can also find them on YouTube if you just type in that Hanging.
They do a lot of cool interviews, like they do the Comic Cons and
GW
stuff
has
like
interviewed people that I could only dream of even speaking to, let alone interviewing on camera.
Right.
And GW is not a nobody either. He's a very established what's the word I'm looking for? Journalist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of all the things. He's an established author, and as Billy Floyd would say, he's just an all around good American.
A good American.
One hell of an American. So again, I wanted to thank Hanging with Web Show. I want to thank Sage, Dina, and GW Pomacher for giving us a shout out the other day. So I figure I'll return the favor, and we'll do some more of that. Somebody else I wanted to make mention of too. She's new to, or at least to me anyway, she's new to the Kitchen Killers scene, but she's also started up her own YouTube channel, and she does a lot of inspirational stuff. And that's CC Smith. If you go to YouTube, you can find her under My Improvised Existence. And like I said, she does inspirational videos, and she dares to be different.
She dares to be different.
She does.
Yeah.
Well, the first show that I saw was she was dressed up. I think it was like a pirate because it looked like she was on a pirate ship. And I think that's awesome. She doesn't care what other people think, and to a certain extent, that's awesome. For her to do that, I don't see anything at all wrong with that. But sometimes when you do decide to go outside of the norm.
We need a green sheet to go in behind us, so that way you never know what's gonna pop up in behind us.
I'll always know what's gonna pop up, because if something pops up, it'll be because I made it pop up.
Well, no, you just put like random, and then just all of a sudden it'll be like, I don't know, somebody not taking a bath naked, but like it'll be like, I don't know, some hawk going. Or something like that, you never know. I think it'd be pretty funny. Wouldn't you guys think it would be funny? I think it would be funny. I think it'd be hilarious.
See, and what we don't.
I watched the instant replay is the funniest.
For you.
I know.
Okay, so and this brings me to our upcoming sponsorship possibilities. Like I mentioned earlier, Josh Bauer.
Kevin's going to make what pop up.
Great, here we go. Josh is
Thanks, Josh. I was keeping it here,
Oh, no, he won't. He's actually watching us live, so yeah, I see this going straight down.
It's going down, and
Thanks,
I didn't
Josh.
do it. There ain't no blaming this chick.
You the man.
I didn't do it this time.
Um,
I almost did it earlier.
So, like I said, upcoming possible sponsorships. J Bauer Art. We've talked about him sending me some of his artwork so that we can hang it in the back here, which would be awesome. And my good friend Stan over at the Boneyard.
We mentioned him on the first episode, I believe.
The very first.
Yeah, it was the very first episode because we showed his card.
Yeah, and I'm not going to do that because I'm actually going to create a commercial like a 30-second spot
Oh, really?
to
That'd
put
be cool.
in the show. I got to get some time to film him and his crew working. And
Now you're going to get something started, and we're going to have an hour of nothing but people's commercials.
that ain't true. But I'm gonna promote I'm definitely gonna promote our sponsors if. You
Well,
know.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, you can probably, yeah.
Terry says when Josh is around. Wait, get out of there. When Josh is around, things take a nosedive.
Usually. Yep.
Oh, Josh says that's what I was put on this earth for.
He owes me a few, I'm sure. I've taken a couple nabs at him while he was doing his wrap up or live painting. So, I mean, he still owes us for the hand job, keeping that going and stuff.
Yeah, that was during his. That was while he was painting for Bronwyn.
For me, yeah. For the Hearts Helping Others. No.
Yes. No. Hearts Helping Others of Orlando.
Of Orlando.
Or Central Florida.
Central Florida.
But Hearts Helping Others anyway.
I'm sure Josh will put the link up there.
I bet he will. If we say, hey, Josh, put that link up, buddy. I bet he will.
Put that link up, buddy.
Also, hey, Josh, put up the link to all your stuff, too, even though I've already talked all about it.
Yeah, you missed that. You came in after because you knew we were talking about you.
So, yeah, you
Terry
can,
told you.
You can put up all your links there, too. Then I feel like I'm the one doing all the talking because maybe we should. What else do you got to talk about? You want to talk about your TV shows? Because the next thing I talk about is going to be one of my favorite topics on the whole planet.
Every episode has been about Friday the 13th, so you can pretty much.
I'm wearing my Jason shirt too. See.
And he'll be done talking about Friday the 13th
when I'm dead and buried.
No, just as about this vengeance. You'll be stop talking about this vengeance just for Halloween to hit for more Friday the 13th and stuff to start up.
See, I was right. Hearts Helping Others of Central Florida Incorporated.
There, see, thank you, Josh, for putting that up there. And they help people that don't have a lot. Like if somebody's sick or if there's a funeral or something, they'll make goods for the people. Not everybody has a lot of family and stuff. When people pass away and stuff, they're lonely. Especially you take a husband and a wife that's all they are. They don't have friends or anything, and the wife or either or passes away, and they're all by themselves. So they try to help them out with whatever that they can to help them out with. And they're always trying to raise money to help these people, whether it's food, clothing, or, anything to help support them. So it's a very good organization.
Absolutely. Shoo fly, you bother
Freaking
me.
mosquitoes. They don't bite, they suck.
As they bite.
I know, people in Florida don't even talk about mosquitoes. I know. They're about the size of freaking dragonflies down in Florida.
I don't know. I think the mosquito should be named the new Maine state bird.
Yeah. No, those are locusts. I was down there, when I was down there in Florida, they had a locust issue. Those are pretty scary.
Or the locusts had a
bugs.
human issue.
But all right, so it was my turn to talk about my show.
Okay, so go right ahead and I'll sit here and shut up and listen.
Every week, I think we've done a fair share of both of us talking. Every show I'm going to talk about, a show that I've watched. The last episode we had, it was about pharmaceuticals, like mushrooms and stuff like that, and using the stuff that you trip mushrooms and peyote and stuff for medicinal factors. So the show that I've been watching this week is about reusing and repurposing stuff. It's called Money for Nothing.
You didn't write that down?
Yeah, it's Money for Nothing. Shh, I got it. Shh. Money for Nothing. I remember everybody else's stuff but my own stuff. I've remembered her creative control, hearts helping others. I've remembered all kinds of stuff, but can't remember my own show. Money for Nothing. I mean, it's based out of the UK. So the prices and the pays and stuff that they get from this stuff is a way, a lot different than here in America. But you would not believe the stuff people throw away. This girl her name is Sarah. I didn't quite get her last name. I tried to find it, but she, Josh, you're just going to have to watch episode 7. I talked about all that, okay? I'm not, this is episode 8. You're going to have to go back to episode 7 and watch the tripping episode, okay? Anyways. Money for Nothing. She takes stuff and makes, like, stuff that people, she has to, which kind of upsets me. She negotiates with the landfill over in UK, and she's allowed to get three things from the landfill that she repurposes and reuses it, and she totally turns them into something totally what you wouldn't expect. Like, there was one day she got a stink pipe. Yeah, you heard that right, a stink pipe. Like the pipes that run through your house, the stink pipes. I know. And they pressure wash them, clean them up. They cut them in half, and she knows a lot of people that work in metalworking and woodworking, and stuff. A lot of carpenters and stuff like that. And she does have to spend money to do these things, but she gets a profit from it too. She made a lounge chair out of that stink pipe. The metal workers made the frame, the lounging frame, and they cut the pipes in half and aligned them, and she made round cushions to go on each section. I think she sold that lounge chair for £800, which I think that's about 600 American, 500 American, something like that. But she ended up, what she does is that she gets the people's information that she gets the stuff from, and she says, I'm going to contact you when I'm done just to show you what I'm doing, just to let you know what, where the stuff goes and, and stuff. But what she really does is she sells the stuff, and then take out what she spent. I didn't pick my nose. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the comment Josh Bauer made.
Oh.
Is okay, I have to take shrooms.
No, you don't have to take shrooms. It's not trippy. See, that's where the green screen would come in. When I was talking about that trippy episode, we could have had some trippy stuff going on back there. Dude, I'm telling you. Listen to this creative genius.
Dude, you got to have the ability to superimpose us over it. You got to keep.
We'll figure it out.
You need a.
Anyways. Back to my show. You're digressing me about the trippy stuff. Yeah, it was real heavy. Talk about heavy. She took there was 3 square manhole covers that she got. And she had a crafter make vanity tables out of these. He welded legs and a table, and he welded a mirror and a frame, a metal frame on the back of it, and she sold those for, I think it was $1,500 she had 3 of them. So she returned profit to these people. I think it was £1,000. And these people are like, when they, she shows up to their house to give them, she wants to show them. The proof is that she's trying to show them, that something can come out of what their garbage that they're throwing away. And I just can't believe the stuff that they throw away. I mean, this country, we are worse than I think we're worse than the UK because of the stuff we throw away over here. And there's so much stuff that could be repurposed and reused, into something totally different. She took the suspension springs from some guy's vehicle, and she had the iron people heat them up and stretch them out, and it was a huge lamp. I think she sold that for $1,200, and I would have it in my house. It was a heavy-duty lamp. Yeah, you ain't going to have another lamp for a long time. You'd have to change the bulb and maybe a cord, but that's a heavy, a heavy lamp.
I think earlier when your dad made the comment, I bet that was heavy. I think he was referring, because you said you're talking in pounds, money-wise.
Yeah.
I think he was saying, oh, it must have been a heavy.
Oh, maybe.
Trying to, making it funny.
I already took the shrooms. Josh,
I'm
that's the
freaking out, man.
That's a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. Not our fault.
I'm freaking out, man.
Not our fault.
I know how to freak Josh out. Whoa!
So yeah, that was my show of the week. There was some really, and most of these shows I either watch on Netflix or Hulu. We don't have cable or anything, so we have internet. And I watch a lot of Netflix or Hulu. So.
Hey, Darlene just joined us.
Hello,
Welcome,
Darlene.
Okay, so the only other thing you get to talk about is your top 10, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I try to save that for the end of the
very
show.
end. Yeah, because you're laughing so hard you can't talk the rest of the show. See?
Exactly.
Because I'm that damn funny.
That's what I'm saying. Josh, oh, shit.
Yeah, you're on your own, buddy.
I think it's because I freaked him out.
Oh.
Well, if nothing else, I entertain myself.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me, man. Okay. So, something I'm very excited to talk about, as always. And that's because I'm a Friday the 13th freak.
You only hear it once a week. I hear it every day. He was messaging me at work. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it?
Thank you, Darlene. She says, I look really nice today.
Oh,
I think she was talking about you.
pretty.
I think she was talking about you.
Oh, thank you. I try to look better than what I feel on the inside. I try to look better on the outside than what I feel on. I'll shut up.
Okay, so some exciting news.
True story, bro.
Friday the 13th Vengeance just dropped their first trailer, and you can see that on Vimeo.com / or / whatever, the one that's going this way. Not the one that's going that way. Anyway, it's Vimeo.
What?
It's not the / above the enter key. It's the / next to your star key on your number pad.
He's having issues with the slashes and the dashes.
I can't tell if it's a backslash or what. But anyway, if you go to Vimeo.com / 339
this way, or is it this way?
256409. You can see that trailer for Friday the 13th Vengeance. And if it's a little too complicated that way, they just put it on YouTube. So if you go to youtube.com, look up Brown Space Films. Jeremy Brown is the director of Vengeance. So he... Josh says backslash. All right, so it's backslash, not /
This friggin' guy, the IT
Check
guy.
out this freaking guy right here.
The IT guy.
I'm an audio visual guy. So anyway, I like to consider these two guys, along with a lovely lady named Jules Teresa. Jason Brooks and Peter Anthony are all in this film. You actually get to see Peter Anthony during the shot where they've got the inmates in the orange suits. Yeah, he's that great big muscular dude. That's Peter Anthony.
Didn't Kane Hodder say something to him too?
He is friend. He and Kane Hodder are friends, and Kane Hodder sent him an email saying how awesome the trailer looked up until they got to the point where they got the shot of Peter Anthony, and then he just kind of made fun of him. But so yeah, that's Friday the 13th Vengeance trailer. Go check it out. As soon as that film is released, I'm gonna figure out somehow, some way, the day that the weekend that whenever they release it,
I
that
better
weekend.
not bother him for nothing.
No, I'm gonna invite a bunch of people over, and we're gonna show this outside. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it so that it's on a bigger screen outside. It'll be like being at a drive-in theater, minus the drive-in.
I swear, you dress up as Jason and spook fucking people, I'm done.
You know that's gonna happen.
Well,
You know it.
Then I'll have my... No, that pepper spray won't bother you.
You better like, choo, 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 barf, barf, barf.
Choo, 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 barf, barf, barf. Jungle juice?
Dude! Jungle juice, anybody? So, yeah, that's, I wanted to make mention of that. If you haven't seen that trailer, go to YouTube and look up Brown Space Films, or you can just type in Friday the 13th Vengeance, and
what was that video you were watching? Was it this morning about I don't want to be a bad guy or?
Oh, I don't want to be an asshole or something like that. That was a
fan made video or something.
It was a fan made video. It was a music video that
Jason was after a chick or something like that, and he said, "I don't want to be the bad guy or something like that.
I don't want to be the asshole or something like that." But Jeremy Brown shared that one. I thought that was funny.
Awful.
Kelly, I have a bad heart too, so anything that I can handle, I'm sure you will too. Because, well, that's just the way it goes.
Right.
So, all I got left is my inspirational quote of the week.
Well, then I think you should just say your inspirational quote and get it out of your system.
Okay, well, this kind of comes full circle now, because in the beginning of the show, we were talking about how shitty the last couple of weeks have been.
Shitty.
How shitty the last couple of days had been.
How shitty the last couple of years have been.
So, my inspirational quote for this week is, don't let yesterday take up too much of today. And I think that is most fitting for our situation, because we've been beaten into the ground by life, and you know what? We got a new day.
Lately, I don't even... What was the... Don't let the yesterday take up too much... I don't let last hour take too much of this hour. That's the way stuff goes. You know?
Well, it's... life can suck, but only if you let it suck the life out of you.
Well, I had a therapist tell me one time. She says, Mia, she's like, you put way too many eggs in your baskets and your basket, and that's where most of your anxiety and your depression and stuff comes from. She says you think way too far ahead. You think like even 2 days too much far ahead. She says you need to focus on that minute, that hour, that day, you know, whatever works best for you. And that's what I try to do. Not every day happens like that, but sometimes I do let my mind, but I'll tell you, I have gotten better with things when I stop thinking too far ahead, because some things just are not in your control, and some things, even though you don't think are going to work out, they eventually do. But going through it, you know, it's hard, but you know, you gotta focus on the now, the present, and Dad, it's a work. It's a lot of work. You gotta train yourself when you're so used to being like fight or flight, I guess you want to call it. And when you gotta actually process stuff, it's a lot of work, you know, but you can do it. You can if you really, but it's a lot of self-discipline, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of catching yourself before you let it get too far. You let your brain go too far with it. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got to stop it and retrain your brain and refocus. And some days it's easier to do than others. Some days I should just stay away from Facebook when I have those moments. But it's a process. It is. And I'm learning. I'm a lot better than looking back 2 years ago when shit started to hit the fan for us. I've come a lot far. I've come a long ways, a lot far. I can't talk. Shut up! He calls me, if you ever watch Trailer Park Boys, don't joke on it. Let him breathe. He's going to pass out on us.
I almost spit that all over the place. Way to go,
if you
Ricky.
ever watch Trailer Park Boys, he calls me Ricky. Because I make up my own language. I have my own dictionary started. I have, psychological. And what did I say the other day? I said something, made up my own word, and Haley started laughing. But anyways.
Hard telling you do that so often.
I know. I need to start writing this stuff down. I really do.
So.
But, okay.
You're going to hold on a minute now.
Yeah, you just do what you need to do. We got 4 minutes. You left me with 4 freaking minutes to do my top 10.
You left you with 4 minutes because I started off talking and then you took over.
I want to be all inspirational and shit. All right? Let me be inspirational and shit.
Well, inspire us to shh and listen to Kevin.
Okay.
Okay. So, so don't let yesterday take up too much of today. For me, that rings so true because if you let the things that have happened, if you keep dwelling on them, then you don't get to live life for today. And you need to live life for today because none of us are guaranteed a tomorrow. Life could end like that.
You can either let life make you bitter or better.
Yep, and I like to think I'm going to get better.
I refuse to let life bitter me. Like I was telling my friend, my really good sister, my sister from another mister, as I call her, Shannon. I will forever be the person that saves that bumblebee that I see struggling on the floor. I will forever be that person that loves the color of the sky. I will forever be that person that stops to look at a rainbow. I'll forever be that person that stops to talk to a butterfly. Life has never will never harden me to the point where I will no longer do that. As much I try, nobody wants to hear my story over and over again, but, I've been through a lot of shit that could have hardened my heart. A lot of the shit that, would make me a bitter person, but I chose, no, I won't. I have too much of a heart for that.
So be better, not bitter.
Yeah, be better, not bitter. I mean, there's too many bitter people in this world as it is, and it's getting worse. So if you are that better person, continue being that better person. When you say shh and listen to Kevin.
Oh, Josh, that's
funny.
too funny.
That's good, Josh. I'm glad you're finally in a good place. I love to see people succeed. I mean, it's not easy when you've been knocked down to crawl back up again, but when you crawl back up again and you start finally,
And although I could have saved this for another show, another inspirational quote. It's not how many times you get knocked down, it's how many times you get back up, brush yourself off, and tell life you hit like a bitch.
Yeah, it's like the meme there. I've seen it so many times. Just when I threw in the towel, God grabbed it, threw it back, and said, "Here, wipe your face," or something like that.
Yeah. You're not done yet.
You're not done yet. Wipe the sweat off. All right, you want to do my top 10?
Yeah.
Considering we've already been rambling on for an hour.
Yeah, if I refresh the page, it's going to kill my thing.
I know.
Facebook
Frickin' technology.
I hate Facebook. And we're on Chrome, so it's Facebook being stupid.
Yeah, Chrome's best.
I'm hoping that it's not, because we're down to 2 viewers.
No, I know we've still got a lot of people. There's still people commenting in here. They're just don't look at that.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Can't see that.
Let's hit your top 10.
Okay. Mia's top 10. My top 10 this week is top 10 funny quotes and who said them.
Okay.
Are we ready? See, about quotes. See, that kind of tied in. See, you did your quote. And then these are funny quotes. These are pretty funny. Okay.
Yeah. She's not going to laugh at my inspirational.
No,
quote.
that was cereal. Fruit Loop. Don't choke on your water again.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
You scared me there. You almost passed out. I thought I was going to have to give you CPR.
Okay, top 10.
Top 10. Number 10. My favorite machine at the gym is the vending machine. Carolyn Ray said that. Yeah, Terry, we're still here. I know, and there's a delay, too. And Kevin's freaking out because he can't comment or reply to anybody. And we're still live. Everybody's still watching.
I love your comments, Josh. I'll just say that.
We love your comments. Okay, number 9. We never really grow up. We just learn how to act in public. Brian White. Isn't that true, though? Sometimes your inner child comes out, though, when we're in the store.
So?
And sometimes mine will, too. Like, I will be forever the person that goes into the toy section and hits all the buttons and runs. I will forever be that person.
And I'm okay with that.
And he does that, too, so. But I won't say what he does. It's pretty stinky. I won't say it, then I said it.
Carrying on.
He's a farting runner. He's farts and runs.
I don't run
And then,
anywhere.
so everybody know, yeah, you just slowly walk away
I'm like,
and leaves me standing there and makes it look like it's me that did it. Everybody's looking at me and it's freaking staying. It's not me.
It's all you.
I smell like roses.
Okay.
If mine are loud, don't worry. If you can't hear them, then you...
Be afraid. Very afraid.
Okay, that's fine. We're live.
I know.
No.
We're not going...
It's Josh's fault.
Well, you can't blame Josh.
I can blame Josh if I want to blame
Well,
Josh.
everybody else does. So why
See?
Poor Josh.
Poor Josh.
Better you than me, buddy.
Number 8, a bank is a place that will lend you money if you can prove that you don't need it. Bob Hope.
Prove that you don't need it.
Yeah, because you have to have good credit in order to borrow money.
And
you have to have
X amount of
equity.
dollars, yeah.
You have to have like equity, like your house. You have to have proof that you can afford the money that you borrow. You know, how stupid is that, though?
Yeah, well,
Really? I mean... Okay.
crazy
Number
world.
7, Facebook just sounds like a drag. In my day, seeing pictures of people's vacations was punishment. Betty White. True.
The oldest out of all of the Golden
I know.
Girls.
Gotta love Betty. That's actually minor
And she's
compared to
still
what
alive.
she usually...
And she's still alive.
Yeah, she's usually saying something about a vagina.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth Ann. Number 6. If you want your children to listen, try talking softly to someone else. Ann Landers.
True story, bro. True story.
Yep, I don't care. You know, those that have kids, you know as well as I do, you can talk softly to your blue in the face. And it's always the yelling voice or the growling voice that they finally get, and then they're like, why are you always yelling at me? Well, if you didn't push me to the point, I tried the nice approach, I tried the quiet approach, I tried the bribing approach. I've always tried other approaches, but the only approach is the fear approach that works, and that's the screaming and the growling and the threatening.
Well, for you, that works. For me,
For you.
listen, for me, what works is when I start talking very softly.
Well, yeah, because you don't usually talk very softly, and you intimidate.
That is very...
You're like Jason Voorhees when you talk softly.
Jason doesn't talk.
I know, but Jason doesn't. Yeah, but you're that intimidating.
Well,
You're like, Jason's quietness is more intimidating.
welcome to the show, Trish. You showed up just almost in time for us to be done.
Right?
Better late than never, though.
Okay, number 5. All the things I really like to do are either immoral, illegal, or fattening. Alexander Wilcock. True.
True. Cuckoo-ca-true.
I don't know. Some of my things I like to do are becoming legal, though. That's on another note. Number 4, light travels faster than sound. This is why people appear bright until you hear them speak. Alan Dundas.
That's another funny saying that's not on your list, but I'm going to throw it in there anyways. It is better to have people believe that you are an idiot than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Brandy.
Hey, welcome to the show, Brandy. Josh says, nope, my mom still scares the shit out of me when she starts talking very softly. Yeah, that's because then you know shit just got real, son.
She keeps a straight face and she's just talking like this.
And then he says,
that's when you really need to worry.
That's when the monster is pissed.
That's when mommy's really mad.
Yeah, never piss off the mom.
Yeah.
If you're smart. I didn't dare piss off my mom because my mom
I
had
didn't dare piss your mom off either. Your mom would whoop my ass.
My mom in her earlier years, she had a yardstick that was broken into 3 pieces and held together with electrical tape. That's what I got my ass whooped with when I deserved it.
Your mom was in comparison to my dad.
And
my dad whooped my ass.
My mom never whooped my ass without me deserving it. And
right. I deserved every freaking whooping I got.
I can only count maybe 3 times that my mom whooped my ass, and I deserved every one of them. I didn't think so then, but I look back and say, yeah, I deserved that.
Right.
And in her later years, she didn't have the yardstick. She had an oxygen tank, and she would have, without question, wrapped that around your skull.
She would have lassoed you with that freaking cord, that oxygen cord tubing, and she'd have...
I'll never forget the time. She's sitting in her living room, and I just stopped. I was walking through, and I stopped, and all of a sudden I hear her go, and I said, "What's the matter, Mom?" She goes, "You're standing on my oxygen." And I accidentally stepped on her hose, and was
awful son trying to kill his mother.
No, I love my mom dearly. Still do.
If you can't be good, don't get caught. That's right.
Right.
I was very good at not getting caught, but when I was even accused, I always started laughing. When I get accused of something, like not as an adult, but when I was a kid, my dad would I wouldn't know if you were telling the truth or not because you'd laugh. It's like my dad he broke yardstick over my ass and looked down and laughed. No. Exactly. It worked. That's what's wrong nowadays is that.
Yeah,
the kids are allowed to walk all over us pretty much.
Well, you see, the thing is that our parents, I'm talking our generation.
You didn't get DHS called on you.
Our parents raised us for a world that no longer exists. You know, and I've seen that. I've seen that quote, and it rings true 100%. Our parents raised us for a world that no longer exists. And I know that we are 10 minutes over, and I really don't care because you know what? It's our show!
People could have stopped watching us 10 minutes ago.
That's right. We still have 4 viewers, so...
I know we got more than that.
Well, it's saying we have 4.
Okay, number 3. Number 3, top 10 funny quotes and who said them. Number 3. A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water. Eleanor Roosevelt. That's not really... It's kind of funny, but it's the truth.
It's only funny if you take it in a different direction.
Right. Number 2. A computer once beat me at chess, but it was no match for me at kickboxing. Emo Phillips. He kicked the shit out of that thing. Mm-hmm. That thing had no more like to went across the room and bang, and just kicked it.
He whooped that computer's processor.
He whooped it in the processor. Number 1. The number 1 funniest quote. I sound like I'm talking to the fan. The 2 most common elements of the universe are hydrogen and stupidity. Harlan Ellison.
Now I'm waiting to see how those flew, because I don't think they flew very well.
No, we kind of went back.
Wow, that's got quite the lag to it now.
That kind of.
Yeah, they're just garbage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. A woman is like a tea bag. I almost messed up my painting on that.
You're welcome. All he heard was woman and teabagging, and that's it. Josh!
Like I said, that particular statement was funny if you
Wow.
knew where to take it to. And Josh knew exactly where to take that
And
to.
he didn't ruin his painting before, now he did.
And if he had a
He's gonna
mouthful of
paint
water,
a tea
he spit it
bag.
out.
Why did I paint that tea bag in the middle of that picture?
What's the tea bag all about?
Yeah, Kayla. Bunny's gonna be like, "Why did you paint a tea bag?" Don't ask. Just don't ask.
Oh wow.
111. I almost hit 11111.
11111.
111.
Oh, 1 hour 11 minutes.
11111.
Okay, well, I guess that's pretty
That's
much
it.
the end of the show.
I've run out of stuff to say, and everybody's listened to me enough.
Me too, and I really should go back to playing lumberjack and.
I had some
Cutting
pretty
up some stuff.
inspirational shit. We both had some pretty inspirational shit to say this week.
Yeah, and I think we were a little funnier than normal too.
Yeah. Last weekend we had to just wash our... Sometimes you got to take a step back and wash the shit off you. And just stand back up and... Or shake the shit off you, whatever you choose to...
Just get the shit off you.
I get into the shit and wallow in my shit for a little while, and then I eventually shake it off. But
Kevin made me paint the tea bag.
Kevin made me paint the tea bag. I told ya!
Oh, Bauer, you're funny. So, Josh, I'll be getting in touch with you here within the next day or so we can discuss details on what we'd previously talked about. I didn't see Stan pop in here or Jen, so Stan, I'm going to talk to you a bit more about you sponsoring us. And if anybody else would like to sponsor us, go ahead and get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to accept sponsorships. We did get a PayPal account set up, but I got to do some more figuring on that and figure out how that all works. So as soon as we get the chance, we'll post that up on the group and on the Kevin B Entertainment page, and we'll talk more about that when I get stuff straightened around.
Yep.
Hey Jen, welcome to the show. You came. I won't say because it sounds mean, but you came just as we were getting ready to go off the air.
And we went 13 minutes over today.
Yes, we did. And now we're out of stuff to talk about that makes any sense
we're
anyway.
Saying goodbye.
And hey, you can always watch the reruns.
Doing homework, yeah.
You gotta do your big book learning because.
I did that. I worked a full-time job, plus did homework, and Sundays was my homework days.
And you don't want to be like this guy and be all "Duh!" and stuff. So yeah, do all your big book learning and get that all taken care of.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all right, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for today. We hope you guys have an awesome upcoming week. Like I said, Josh, we'll get in touch with you. Stan, I'll get in touch with you. And for anybody else that wants to be a sponsor of our show or be a sponsor of Kevin B Entertainment as a whole, go ahead and contact me in a private message.
If you want your shit displayed back here, or if you want links down there.
And I also want to make mention, I noticed we've got we've got well over 100 members in the Kevin B Entertainment group. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's under Kevin B Entertainment. I would love to get 100
Jeez, maybe
subscribers.
We should change our time to 5.
5 hours.
5 o'clock.
Well,
a lot of people are popping in now.
we're gonna go in with. We're gonna end up changing the time of the show.
Yeah,
anyway.
we're gonna look for the share and the notice. We're gonna be changing our time. one of these weeks. We're not sure yet. Kevin said something about putting a poll up, maybe seeing what nights would be the best nights. We were thinking Thursday nights at 9.
Was it Thursday or was it Wednesday? Wednesday night at 9 because
A lot of people go to bed before 9 though. Some people do. They have to work in the morning and stuff. Well, anyways, we're gonna put a poll up of certain days, certain times, and you guys can choose. Whatever happens, happens.
yeah, because I mean there are some nights where I have to work late.
Yeah.
And usually it's either a Tuesday or Thursday. Very rarely is it a Wednesday. But as soon as I find out, I'm usually notified ahead of time, so I can give some kind of notice if it does end up being on a Wednesday. I'm thinking doing Wednesday nights at 9, or maybe even Wednesday nights at 8, because I don't want to step on the Kitchen Killers' toes. They go live every
They
Monday,
only do
Wednesday,
a half
and Friday.
hour on Wednesdays.
Right, but that's their You Pick 2 poll
Right.
results show.
Right.
So I'm thinking 8 o'clock on Wednesday would even be good. So we'll toss around some ideas and see what's going on. And
Friday night at 8 o'clock.
yeah, I don't want to do Friday nights though. Friday nights.
Well,
Summer's
we'll
coming
figure
up.
it out. Yeah,
Summer's coming up.
We'll figure something out,
and
you
people
guys
like their
will-
weekends.
Yeah.
So and I like my weekends. Oh, hi Wendy Ross. Thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, we're wrapping up the show right now, so you'll have to watch the repeat or the replay.
Yes.
Um,
Look back and watch the show and watch our other episodes. If this is the first time you've ever been here,
Yes.
you missed some funny stuff. You never know what's going to come out of.
Yeah, you never know what's going to come out of
If you
us.
know us, some of you guys know us together as a couple. Some of you guys know us separately, like you know him and not me. And
And vice versa.
you know who we are individually. Just imagine what we are together. 8:30 on Wednesdays.
They go over.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah, they've done stuff at other places, like the pizza place there that they went to that
Yes.
way. They went over. Yeah,
Yeah.
Josh, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
call on that, Josh. And like I said, we'll talk about it, and then maybe we'll put up a poll or something and see what other people think. I'm trying to make it easier because summertime is coming. I know I absolutely love having my weekends to do whatever it is that I do. So it is kind of I don't want to say it's a pain in the ass, but trying to get all my stuff done before 4 o'clock can be a pain in the ass. So I'm thinking during the middle of the week, I don't really have a lot going on, so I can make time later on in the evening to prepare for that.
And I'm the yes dear, so when he says we're going to shoot on this night, this time, I go, yes dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes dear.
And I miss you too, Wendy. I went to sit next to you at the picnic, and I don't think you quite realized that I was sitting right directly behind you. You ended up getting up and walking away before I had a chance to give you any shit. So sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you then. Now is the pole stripper poll. Leave it to Josh. Leave it to Josh.
Now there's going to be a stripper pole.
Okay, so they're saying apparently Josh's comments don't exist even though
They're-
we can see them. I'm also having a hard time. Like, I go to like your guys' comments, and it keeps telling me that they've been deleted.
Yeah.
And to refresh the page.
That's what he was getting frustrated about a little while ago there, and we were like, I was like, he's going to refresh it, and it's going to be all messed up.
So, all right, guys. Again,
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you
Yay.
very much. Don't forget to like and share our videos. And if you haven't already, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not, but the Kitchen Killers have exceeded their 100 subscriber goal. And I don't care if I get credit for anything or not. I don't try to take credit.
You
but
shared the shit out of that stuff.
I did. I shared as much as I possibly could, trying to get more people to see it. So I'm hoping that we can eventually reach the 100 subscriber mark on the YouTube channel. I've got like on the Blood Productions Plus, that's got like 67 subscribers, I think. And you don't have to subscribe to the Blood Productions Plus because I'm really not doing anything on that one anymore. I'm trying to build up the Kevin B Entertainment one, but I'm not using any of the old content from the other channel. So I'm trying to go fresh. So let's see. Bye, Tony. Yes, thank you for joining us, Lynn. I'm sorry I didn't see that you'd popped in here. It must have scrolled down past that point. So thanks for joining us. And again, share the crap out of this video. And if you feel like being a sponsor, hit me up and we'll talk.
Sorry, I already got the 70s music in my head.
I know, right? And it's really not porn music. But apparently some people think it is. So
whatever.
It is what it is. I like it. So, all right, until next week. Again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week. See ya.